The craftiness of DeMar DeRozan fully shown there. And the foul was on Ousmane Dieng. There's Westbrook giving it up, and A.J. Mitchell coming down, helping out and ripping it away. Now he's starting the break off the Caruso! The two-handed stuff in transition.
I just thought that he's been really blocking a lot of shots, folks. And I know it's early in the season.
Westbrook trying to get ahead of steam, and that shot was blocked by Hartenstein.
Well, and you know the Kings eventually going to get to their bread and butter is playing in that mid-range.
Oh, there's Caruso. Got the steal. Taking it the other way. High off the window, but Hartenstein with the follow slam.
Yeah, they're getting it in an unorthodox way.
Shooting it lights out. J. Will this time with space, and he's got himself a boom right off the SGA pass.
Yeah, just good.
There was a double team. Kings were able to pass out of it. Schroeder that time got swatted away by Hartenstein at the rim. Here for Westbrook continues.
That's just remarkable.
Shea in the mid-range. Pulls up, and he's got another two.
He's right there.
He's come up big, too, in some of these tight games. There's another wide-open lane, and one you don't see very often for SGA. And good defense. Chet Holmgren affecting the shot. Not giving up anything easy inside. Shea, tough baseline fadeaway, and he shows the skill. Joe gets one off the line. Cason Wallace give it right back to him. Joe from the corner, and Isaiah Joe gets that three to go down. Open shooter again in the corner. No, offensive rebound. Cason Wallace inside, doing the big man's work.
Wow. Just amazing that the Thunder have been able to hold the thread together with so many players missing games.
And why not go right back to what's been working all night long? This time, SGA serves it up to Hartenstein. How do you maintain control in the second half?
Well, I like the fact that they were able to get in that painted area, survived all the threes by the Kings, and that's one way to settle you down is to get a three of your own.
With Mitchell trying to get downhill, but he ships it back out to the perimeter. SGA back up top, it's Wallace, wide open for three, and the ball movement pays off from downtown. That three was a good look from the corner by Clifford, just not able to capitalize. Isaiah Joe on the other end, and he is able to capitalize with the three. As SGA quickly gets it into the front court. Trying to get downhill. He'll take a mid-range shot at SGA. Very comfortable on the offensive end on the night. The Thunder have a lead by 20 or more for the fifth consecutive game. What a block inside. And Chet comes up with it, trying to start the break. Kings are able to pass out of it. Schroeder that time got swatted away by Hartenstein at the rim. Don't sleep on the defense. There he is on the offensive end. He's got himself another slam. Westbrook matched up on Hartenstein. Drives, leans, and Hartenstein with a block out of bounds. And that'll be a 24-second violation.
Done a great job of just withstanding a lot of rallies that the Kings have thrown at him.
Mitchell using a series of screens, gives it up. Hartenstein, no, but Chet Holmgren off the bench with those 4 fouls with a power slam. Russell Westbrook has been the leading scorer, but if you're OKC here, Michael, you're in a great spot. You're up by 15 points here at the start of the fourth quarter. Make it 17 points on the drive from A.J. Mitchell. The Thunder have really moved the ball well to set things up, particularly to get guys open inside. And Holmgren with 2 in a row here in the fourth quarter. And that's going to go down as a block. Caruso up to Joe, the mid-range, and Isaiah Joe once again.
Recognizing that it's not a big scoring night for him tonight, but it's a good night for him to move the basketball. Woo. And as I'm talking, he does just that.
Those tend to add up over the course of the game. There's a nice rip away by Isaiah Joe after the missed three-point shot. A.J. Mitchell, he has got another three.
Players get paid for getting there as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. Players get paid for.
There is a monetary incentive involved. Malik Monk has been one of the best scorers off the bench in the NBA. No player since 2022 has more 20-point games off the bench. Hartenstein's got a new career high. That is 26.
That this is very important to win a cup game on the road. And of course, for the Thunder, they continue to be impressive about as impressive as A.J. Mitchell with that last three-point shot. Well, he was sensational a couple of nights ago against the Lakers. Well, how about that? That's a sensational pass. That big to big. Just not giving up on the play.
Joe, the flare and the three is pure.
My goodness. Well, now 7 of 10, folks.
SGA, line of contact inside, spins into the and one. To the Thunder, Hartenstein again. This time he'll give it up to Chet. He tries to make his move. Got inside, and he's got the jam. Holmgren very patient, waited for his spot.
He knocks down the three.
Ace Bailey, 30%. Nice alley-oop. What a dish. A.J. Mitchell way behind the three-point line. Joe gives it back over. Nice cut. Avoids the defender again. That time Filipowski was set.
I tell you, he's one of those guys. He's another guy who can move the basketball. Terrific rebounder. How about this nice drop pass and a dunk? My goodness. Jazz overplay on the wing. Backdoor cut. I never got caught because you know I'd never foul either.
I don't know about that. I think the boxer, there's a lot of box scores that say otherwise. Nice pass. Big to big action. Jay Will on a platter for Holmgren. Jay Will wide open, and he's got another three. The third here in the first half.
That play got bailed out by Mahailu.
SGA contact, wiggles his way in, plus the foul.
In his first half for the Jazz.
SGA again. It is Cason Wallace wide open for the three in the corner to tie it at 67. Mitchell forced that drive. Never had the lane, never had the angle.
And it may have been an opportunity for a 2-for-1.
Nurkic, the size.
Hung on to him like a cheap suit.
Sometimes the physicality is enough to make a huge effect on the shot. Dort, a three. And he rattles it home to tie the game at 72.
Dribblers with the basketball.
That was a slow-moving, slow-developing play is what you're saying.
Thunder with a chance to take the lead for the first time all night, and they're going to do just that.
With how this game has gotten called so far. Cason Wallace used the screen and leans into that scoop shot. That is tough. Wow. 1 point game. Dort again from the outside. Dort again for three. And again, he gives the Thunder the lead here in the third quarter. Up tall, affected the shot. And SGA surveys, drives, and scores with a right hand. And a 2-point lead turns into a 4-point lead.
It was their bread and butter for most of the ball game.
SGA yet again from downtown as the Thunder are lighting it up here inside the Delta Center. That has really come alive, particularly here in the third, Michael. 17 threes on the night.
Oh my goodness, it just continues to pour on for the Thunder.
Mitchell, back out to Caruso, extra pass, Jay Will is open. And he's gonna get the bounce, it's a thing of beauty. So you've done a lot of work up to this point. You battled, you were down by 18. Now you're up by 19. Check that, make it 21 on the nice pass from A.J. Mitchell to Hartenstein.
Now I know, you've seen Chet do that already. Isaiah Joe has done it already.
Oh, Caruso on the cut. He got sandwiched in between a couple of defenders and still able to get the deuce.
To in Utah here.
Nice flash, good ball movement. Back outside behind the back pass. You got a wide open shooter. It is Caruso who takes advantage, and that was a thing of beauty.
To in Utah here.
Nice flash, good ball movement. Back outside behind the back pass. You got a wide open shooter. It is Caruso who takes advantage, and that was a thing of beauty. Minnesota and Phoenix to play, Michael, this coming week back at home over the Thanksgiving holiday. And how about Carlson in front of his home crowd?
He's, a 7-footer that can stretch the floor. Good shot blocker. Cason Wallace wide open, and Cason will just continue to pump up the numbers from downtown. They've only missed 12.
That ties a season high. 23s. Cason Wallace on the other end is going to add to this lead. Already a big lead. Thunder get another opportunity. It is Joe in the corner. And he's got... Shot clock down to 5. Underneath, Wallace able to get past DiVincenzo and lay it home.
You don't have one elite rim protector. You've got two if you're Oklahoma City.
Sidestep. Shea knocks it down from the baseline. His patented shot. Edwards on the other end, wincing in pain. And a great pass. Wallace to Hartenstein for the stop.
And they've been out on the road for a while.
Their next game is Saturday at home against Boston. Underneath the basket.
I mean, he was the best player in the league last year and has been first team multiple times now.
Wallace with the slam. Great pass that time by Jalen Williams.
I mean, he was the best player in the league last year and has been first team multiple times now.
Wallace with the slam. Great pass that time by Jalen Williams. 4 for 10. Thunder haven't even attempted a free throw. Gilgeous-Alexander gives it up. The wing three is good from Williams. First meeting between these two teams since the Western Conference Final. The Thunder won that series by 5. A.J. Mitchell in the first quarter. Great backdoor cut. Hartenstein with the pass and the basket for Joe. In the first quarter. Great backdoor cut. Hartenstein with the pass and the basket for Joe.
We're competing, you got to stay in this.
That's leadership, an area he's grown in this season, says Chris Finch, the head coach. SGA, tough shot, but it goes, and it ends a stretch of 7 points in 5 minutes. On the step back, SGA drills a three. His first triple, 17 points in the first half.
Like Alex Caruso saying, what is inside Shea? He played alongside and won a title with LeBron James. So he's seen it up close as Shea makes a ridiculous shot.
Ant is 0 for 4 from behind the arc. Shovel pass by Holmgren to a cutting Hartenstein. Kept alive, though, by Wallace. Dort wide open, and he gets it. 2-point lead for the Thunder, inside 5 to go in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander with the kick out. Wallace got the three. No points off the bench, 0 for 2 from behind the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander putting on a clinic with the bounce against the defender, Terrence Shannon.
First 20 games are significant. They're more telling than the final 20 games of the season quite often.
Edwards almost fell into the backcourt. Reed, and good defense by Dort. Edwards doubled. His shot won't fall. Randall battling underneath, but it's in the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander. And now Mitchell penetrating and finishing off the glass.
Tremendous success and a stockpile of draft picks.
Gilgeous-Alexander goes to the left hand, and how about Hartenstein with the follow jam? Rough night for Randall, just 2 for 12 from the floor. Mitchell penetrating, scores again. A 4-point lead for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander, now Randall on the switch, has him. Step back 2, got it! 29 for Gilgeous-Alexander.
His speed makes the defense collapse, and he finds Dante.
Holmgren has had a struggle tonight, but got deep there. And the deficit is 1 right now for Minnesota. Mitchell trying to get downhill again. Kicks it out to Holmgren. You wonder about the confidence. Well, it'll go up when you swish it through. His first made 3 of the game in just his second attempt.
Down the stretch of this game is Ant.
Mitchell attacking and flushing.
Julius's playmaking ability, Naz's shooting.
First lead since it was 14-12, but it evaporates in a heartbeat with the Hartensteins.
Minnesota team that came in here wobbling, but have been competitively tough. Little back tip.
Gilgeous-Alexander got the steal and the finish, making it happen on both ends. Timer now at 5. Here's Dort with 3. Dort drives. Holmgren with 2. Lets it fly and hits a 3.
And the 13-game win streak for the Pistons coming to an end. Oklahoma City with a win would have the longest win streak in the NBA right now with 10 in a row. Here's Holmgren to Dort for the exclamation point.
Trying to advance to the knockout stage for the second consecutive year. Both these teams 3-0 in West Group A. And away we go here inside Paycom Center.
That's going to be a turnover. We'll talk about those numbers a little bit later. Williams
gives it up, and it leads to the power slam of Holmgren. Oh, and Shea. Now with 5 seconds, Goodwin was all over him, kept it himself, but with the left hand, somehow hangs in the air long enough and spins it home. On the floor here to start this second quarter. Oh, he got the rip. Took it right away. 2-on-1, floats it, got it right back, and Jada! He's got his first points of the season. So 1-point game, and all of a sudden, that's back-to-back triples for Phoenix. The latest coming from Gillespie, at least offensively. Now trying to go to work as Caruso came over, swiped it free. There's a turnover. Cross-court pass, Joe passed up the three instead. Elevates and scores as he went right by Bouye.
He's a really good backup.
Oh! And there's an and one for SGA again. 7 points in this first half in what has been a relatively close first half. Shea, he's got another and one. Oh, he's so fun to watch sometimes. Out of Dylan Brooks in the post. Gave it up to Mark Williams, and we got a 2-point game. There were no double-digit leads in the first half. Michael, what do you expect here? And what an alley-oop! Cason Wallace set it up for J-Dub.
I like this quick action part to answer your question with the Thunder to do in the second half. You know, just make plays before the defense gets sick.
And it's a nice drive and dish. Devin Booker setting it up for Williams. The Suns come right back with a three after the Thunder built the first double-digit lead of the game, pushing it up to 10. Shea sizing up the big man. Pulls up, goes glass, and scores. And Booker deciding what to do. Pulls up in transition. No on the three. Chet's got his head up. Trying to get the ball up the floor quickly. J-Dub gave it right back to him. That's Chet with the flush. They give it up to SGA. 5 seconds. Heavy pressure out of the perimeter. Joe's going to make something happen. Tough shot fading away. And he beats the shot clock. Right at the buzzer. The Thunder have it here. As Shea wants that step back three, and he rattles it home to stay within striking distance here in the third quarter. Caruso gave it right back to Joe, looking for a three, and a high sand. Joe bottoms it from the outside.
I mean, you survived some tough calls that didn't go your way. This is good ball movement here by the Thunder, and that's 3 straight threes here.
Chet not close on that three-point shot. Oh, heavy pressure, Cason Wallace. See where the Suns get offense here. Gillespie is going to give it to him with a three. I don't know what J-Dub was doing there. Either way, it's coming back. Goodwin will miss it, but the follow on Williams, and he's going to get an and one. That was not close.
That's one of those plays you just pull up. Oh, look at that steal. My goodness, how did he do that?
And on the other end, a ferocious slam at the rim. Getting down there to grab that rebound. That is an excellent rebound by Isaiah Joe. Shea, head down, somehow hangs in the air long enough for the two.
That's what you call it, folks. Hang time. Oh, Booker gets a good look, and he punishes the Thunder for it.
See what Shea decides to do. Goodwin defending. SGA, tough step back shot, and SGA delivers a big one here in the fourth quarter.
Until he made his first one just moments ago and banks his second shot.
Comes on an offensive rebound. The lead as slim as it gets, but add 2 more. SGA
game it's been.
Can the Thunder get some stops on the defensive end? It's been Phoenix's offense has been absolutely rolling and continues to roll. Clutch games early in the season. Haven't had many. SGA off the deck. Oh! Buries another one from the outside. Full force down the lane. Missed the reverse. Suns back the other way. O'Neal has the three. And it chops the Thunder lead in half with 1:02 left. With the best they can get, Gillespie head down, and he's got the quick two to make it a 2-point game, and Mark Daigneault's going to call the timeout.
I tell you, I was holding my breath up until that moment, but here's the good thing. Putting the Suns in dire straits, and they do just that, as the Suns will now call timeout.
Gillespie stays in the game. Booker got the three-point shot off. That comes up short. Caruso heaves it down the floor, and it's a big